Hey, Dustin Tibbetts here, financial advisor with Jazz Wealth Managers. How you doing today? Hope you're having a great day out there. I've got a really simple one for all of you that are maybe having to make the decision. Do you take money out of a 401k? Do you take money out of an IRA? We're getting to that point where a lot of places have been shut down for a while. Virus is still out there, right? So you've got to make ends meet and you've got to make some decisions. Well, what I want to do today is I want to focus on those of you that need to take some money out and you're trying to make that decision between the two. Just going to help you. This is not a sales pitch today. You know where to find us if you're interested, but this is just to try to help you make the best decision so that you can keep the most amount of your money for the future, right? Because we're going to work out of this. It's all going to be great eventually. Okay, so if you have to consider taking a loan from your 401k or a withdrawal from your IRA, there's a few things you should know. We're going to go through a couple things here, but the rules are changed, right? Since the virus came out and became this whole thing, the rules have changed on how you can handle both of those and for the better, so they're helping you out here. So the first thing we want to consider is, well, it's not the first thing, it's just one of the things on the list. We want to consider taxes. Typically, when you take money out of these accounts, right, there's taxes. They might be pre-tax accounts. And so in this case, we're talking about a 401k and we're talking about a loan versus an IRA withdrawal, not a Roth IRA. We're talking about a traditional IRA. So when I say taxes, it's because we're talking about these two different types of accounts. So let's go over to this here real quick. In a 401k, if you take a 401k loan out from your taxes, or take a 401k out, a loan from your 401k, there actually is no taxes, right? So you're borrowing from yourself to repay yourself, so there's no taxes. There's actually no credit pull or any issues like that. Typically, when you think loan, you think, oh my God, this is going to hurt my credit. Nope, it's a loan from yourself to yourself. So in a 401k loan, there are no taxes. In a traditional IRA, if you're withdrawing early, I'm talking about everybody that may need to take money out early. In a traditional IRA, typically you pay a penalty and taxes. What the IRS is saying right now is, hey, just hit us up with the taxes. You've got 3 years to pay the money back. You've also got 3 years to pay the taxes. That's different. Normally you take money out of an IRA, you know, it counts as income in the year that you take it, and there's a penalty, all right? So know that if you're making the decision between the two, no taxes here. There are taxes here, but if this is all you have available to you, know that you have 3 years to pay the money back or to put the money back in your IRA, should you choose, and you also spread the taxes out over 3 years versus just the 1 year. That should help. Penalty. In a 401k, since you're borrowing money from yourself, there is no penalty to worry about. In an IRA, typically, there is a 10% penalty. The CARES Act has just waived that. So right now, if you take money out early, before the age of 59, there is no 10% penalty. All they're asking you to do is to pay the taxes, but now over 3 years. The next is the growth. This is where it gets a little bit interesting, I think. Because in a in a 401k, when you take a loan out, you've agreed to payments. You are paying yourself back some amount over some period of time, and you are paying back interest to yourself. It's low. It's like 3%, something like that. Depends on the company, right? So think about what happens there. If you borrow $20,000 from your 401k and you're paying yourself back 2 or 3% interest, that goes to you. You get to keep that. So in this case, if you had to compare the two, taking $20,000 in a loan from your 401k or $20,000 out from your IRA as a withdrawal, well, we got to go over here, right? Because that's the guaranteed interest that you are paying yourself back. So in this case, I kind of like the 401k loan better unless you don't have this as an option because you're paying yourself back interest. In addition, when you pay yourself back, you're getting that 2 or 3% interest, but that money gets reinvested in the stock market. So we're talking about investment growth as well. I don't know what that is. I don't even know why I'm drawing that. So you get sort of a little bit of a bonus there. Traditional IRA, if you take out $20,000 and you put $20,000 back or $1,000 at a time or whatever, you didn't give yourself any interest. Sure, it gets reinvested, or if you want to reinvest it, you can, but it didn't get any interest, okay? So that's consideration. Also, 401k loan, typically the amount is $50,000 as a max or a percentage of what's in the account. Now the limit has gone up to $100,000 thanks to the CARES Act there. In the traditional IRA, there is no limit in terms of what you can take out. Just remember, you will pay taxes on that. So in my case, a lot of people say don't take a loan from your 401k. Boy, we're in different times now, huh? So if you have the two and you're trying to make a decision, I say you go with the 401k loan because you're avoiding taxes. You're not double taxed, by the way. We should do a video on that. You are not double taxed, so stop it. The person that's going to leave the comment, yeah, man, but you're double taxed on the money. You are not. You just got to break that down one day for you. It's not as easy as now. But so no double tax there, but you also pay yourself back. You're paying yourself interest back. You're also getting to reinvest in your paycheck as you pay yourself back. No credit score or anything like that. Traditional IRA, if you have to, know that the rules have been relaxed a little bit, but you're going to have to pay the taxes. Now, if you pay the money back over time, let's say you pay it back over a year, then you don't have to pay the taxes on the money you pay back, right? So that's the way that's going to work there. So something to consider. There you go. That's all I really have for you. Just wanted to share a quick one for you. For those of you that are struggling, don't feel bad about it. If you have to take money from these accounts, you've got to survive, right? We can always rebuild when you get back to work and things happen again. Please don't feel bad about this. Everyone will try to make you feel bad at some point. Watch what happens. Nobody's saying it now, but when the economy starts getting back on track, people are going to start doing videos and articles and stuff about how bad you were for taking money out. I don't care. You got to do what you got to do. If you have to do it, just know that those are the rules. That's what you can do. And hey, I wish you the best, and we'll get through it, right? So enjoy. Make the best of it. Save your dough. We'll be right back later today at 5 o'clock to do the closing beat. Stock market update show if you're curious. We'll be around for that, and I appreciate you watching. Have a great rest of your day.
Why should you choose Jazz Wealth as your retirement or long-term investing service? Our portfolios are managed by us, not some faceless mutual fund manager. Our private classes will teach you everything about investing and getting your dough straight. Best of all, our fiduciary standard means your best interest comes before ours.